Thursday the 25th of April is going to be the newest devlog that's going to be diving into, no pun intended, on the new updates for Rust console, and I'm going to be going into them as well. Branching off from what we're going to be talking about to do with the devlog, I've also asked the long-lasting questions that you guys have been crying out for to do with electric furnaces, building skins, as well as the industrial update. All of this is going to be talked about in today's video. If you're new to the channel, hey, welcome. If you're not aware of how these videos work, basically I talk to the community manager at Double 11, which is Pedro Silva. Very nice guy, can only say good things about him, apart from the person that banned me for a skip video on their game. That's pretty whack. But I ask these questions that you guys ask for in responses, and Pedro Silva basically answers them to the best of his ability. Sometimes he's not going to say yes or no. If things are going to happen, he's going to leave hints here and there, and I'm basically just going to elaborate off what he says. So I ask questions and he responds, and then I go by my opinion. So first and foremost, I said, hello Pedro, I hope you're doing well and the update is coming along good. Speaking of the update, could we be seeing it this week on the PTB? Now, if you're not aware, we have this ocean themed update that's going to be coming in May, and usually how Rust console works is that we have the PTB, which is the public test branch version of the game, which is where we can kind of get first look, hands-on with the new updates that are going to be hitting the main branch. And of course there's going to be glitches, we understand that there's going to be a lot of exploits, and this is basically the time where D11 the team can basically just refine any bugs. From what they were saying in the last devlog, we're expecting towards the end of April, this is the last week of April, that we'll be getting the new update on the PTB to test out. Pedro replied saying, hey Toxic, I'm doing great, how are you? It's possible, I can't share more just yet without spoiling the devlog. Now again, this is what I, going back to what I was saying, that he doesn't like say yes or he doesn't say blatantly no. There's going to be a devlog coming out. I just hope it doesn't come out with we're delaying the update because there's a few things we need to iron out, because that would be kind of shit considering how long the community have been waiting for this monument. I'm waiting for this update because it's been a very stale time for Rust console. Military tunnels didn't really quite hit as much as I thought it did. I was very hyped, and then I just saw people talk about it less and less. However, this is going to be a huge update, not only because it's the third in the trilogy for ocean themed updates, but we are going to be getting tugboats. And if you're not aware of all the information that we have on Underwater Labs, go to this video and I'll put the thumbnail up now. So we're going to be getting the devlog, and hopefully he'll basically talk about everything that's going to be coming to the PTB. Next question is, what I wanted to ask you is regarding the industrial update. Is this something that's possible to come in Rust console, or something that could be closer to being seen than we may realize? Pedro then responds saying, as for the industrial update, this is something I really have no information about at the moment, sorry. But not really much to share about regarding industrial and the electric furnaces at the moment. This is something that a lot of you wanted to basically me to ask. Pedro, was the industrial update. It seems like it's a fan favorite within the RCE community to have this. And I'm really all up for especially the lockers where you can just transfer loot from one locker, or they fill automatically. You don't have to do that. Saves a lot of base grinding and kind of just gets you out of your base a bit more. And unfortunately, there's no information on electric furnaces. Hopefully there'll be something in the future, but Pedro said it himself, he has no information regarding that, whether he's telling the truth or whether he's telling a white lie. But they are working on it, and he doesn't want to basically say anything at the moment since they're focusing on Underwater Labs. Could be a possibility. My final question was, alongside this, the building community have been asking me about base skins. How possible is this on Rust console as well? Pedro says, as for the base skin, I love those. Not sure if we are going to have any in the near future, but something I would personally like to see in game, and has been highly requested as well. Because we have all these skins for guns, for kits, etc. It kind of, we have the PvP and the role players that get their fix with skins. I think it's time to kind of give that to the base builders, because base building is pretty much the thing to do within Rust, a lot alongside other things such as PvP. But to give back to the builders, making their base look unique and good would be cool to see. I particularly like the skin that I think Blueprint used on Alone in Tokyo's base, where he done that solo adventure, I think volume 3 or part 3. You know, that skin was really nice. I'm not so much a fan of like the patchwork of like shipment, if that makes sense. I'll try and put images up of the skins, but yeah, no information on the base skins, which is what a lot of you are crying out for me to ask. Hopefully that, you know, we see them in the future, because I know that's not the answer a lot of you wanted to hear. I also ended off saying those were the questions that were being asked regularly, so I thought I'd ask, how is the team feeling around this new update? And Pedro basically says, so far so good, the update seems to be going well, soon we will just have more information. It's good that it's going well. Hopefully it doesn't get delayed on the PTB, because I'm really looking forward to seeing what the community thinks of Underwater Labs when it comes on Thursday the 25th. But for now, it's just a waiting game. And just a quick recap of why I think Underwater Labs is going to be the next update. I don't think I need to kind of talk upon Underwater Labs so much. A lot of you are more interested in the Tugboat. So Underwater Labs, I think we know it's coming. It's an ocean themed update. There's not really anything else that is ocean themed. So let's say it's Underwater Labs. As well with submarines, it's obviously a given that comes with it. But the main thing that people are talking about or wanting to know was about tugboats. I did make a video talking about tugboats and why I think they're coming. Not only are they in the game, this was provided by Jade Monkey, but when I asked Pedro himself, he didn't even say no. His reply was literally just the eye emoji, I think, if I remember correctly. It wasn't saying yes, it wasn't saying no, but if they tend to not say no, then you know there's something in the works. So it'd be really cool to see tugboats, and it makes sense to bring the balance of everything. When you think about it, you know, D11 really have got to kind of pull the rabbit out the hat, and I don't think that's going to be done majorly until there's an anti-cheat or there's a new gen only version, because old gen is strictly holding this game back, and anyone that says different, it is holding this game back, whether it's graphically or performance wise. If it was new gen only, it would 100% be somewhat different, whether it's more rapid changes or better refined graphics. But what do you guys think? Are you really excited for the new update that's going to be coming on April the 25th on a Thursday? Let me know what you guys think. I'm going to be basically making any update videos surrounding the new updates, as I always do. If you've been here for quite a while now, you would have heard me bang on about Underwater Labs being a thing for a long time now. Something I didn't actually think would come to the game this year. However, I was wrong. And, you know, for a lot of months now, I've been saying this thing is very much going to be coming to Rust console. So hopefully we see that come into fruition on the PTB. If you're new here, subscribe and leave a like on the video, as it helps out a great deal. Thank you so much for watching. Take it easy, guys, and see you in the next one.